bulan 8, 57. Merdeka, merdeka, tetaplah.
What's going on, everybody? Barry here with another Funko video. Today's a special one because we are not going to be reviewing any Funko Pop haul. This is not a new collection that I'm getting. But today I'm going to be looking at submissions for Sheldonet's Merdeka event. Now, for the month of August, or at least from July, they announced that they were doing this event, which is where you could submit your details for Malaysians to participate to celebrate Independence Day. And this video is going to come up on Malaysia Day. I just wanted to share about the pop that I did, my submission, and then I'm going to share with you some of my topics which I saw, and I managed to contact some of the creators to understand the thought process, showcase to you guys. So at the same time, I'll give you a little slideshow or collection. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the button. I don't know where the button is. And then subscribe if you want to get the notification on any other future videos, giveaways that we're going to do in the channel. So I submitted my application to join this event, and they got back to me and said, hey, we're going to send you a out-of-the-box pop. So they would send you any random pop. You could choose the theme that you wanted, but I just clicked any theme. Received my package, I opened it up, and this is what I got. So I got the Stanley the Horse Funko Pop from Freddy's Five Nights of Horror or something like that. I don't know, it's a game. But basically this show, or this game, has a lot of Funko Pops released back in like 2018. The one that I got is actually a Hot Topic exclusive, so that's pretty interesting. So what did I do with it? This is exactly what I did with it. I took a little time lapse of the few weekends that I decided to work on it, and in the end I just ended up going with what I decided, which was I took the colors of the Malaysian flag. This is our Malaysian flag called the Jalur Gemilang, and I took the colors from it and I used that to paint on the Funko Pop. It was a really fun and actually very therapeutic thing to do. Just had some music going and just painted, and I got the paint from my family doing the paint by numbers activity. Anyway, this is the time lapse. This is the pop itself. I'm quite happy with how this is something like Pimp My Ride, where I've given it a bit of a hot rod look, and I've also put the star as well as the star and the moon around the face, and I've basically painted him in the colors of the Malaysian flag. I also did a little photo shoot with it in the garden. Enough about my submission, because honestly I'm not too bothered. Let's talk about the submissions which I saw coming from the local community here, and I really want to highlight them just to show how much of a great community that we have of Funko collectors here. And I'll share their pages as well, so you guys can maybe go and see what future things they may come up with. Some really impressive ones, and we'll just go, or I'll highlight about 5, and then I will be showing the remaining submissions by people in a little showcase. Although for the main Sheldonet page, you can actually scroll down to the post on like the 31st of August, and you can actually see they've come up with a nice little video showcasing everyone's little different submissions. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is a submission by Manda Jalil. So she actually shared a piece that she got. Now I'm not sure what character this is. I'm not sure what Funko character this is. I would say at first it's either a Power Ranger, but then I'm wrong. So maybe in the comments you guys can let me know what this was, but to see the transition of this to what this is. So she actually created a Grab Funko Pop. And Grab, as you know, I think as everybody knows, is something that was very prevalently used during the pandemic. You know, we had to stay at home. I think these Grab riders were the frontliners during the pandemic. Well, still the pandemic now, the endemic. So what she's done is at the front, you can see is a superhero, and at the back, the direct back, is the split into the Grab rider itself. And at the same time, she's also created a box, and it's really interesting because it has Pop Malaysia Prihatin, and then on top of that has the little warning, this is not choking, this is a choking hazard, as well as the vinyl figure, and then the numbering, and then they've also the age, and basically already done up a box and put number as 31 because it was the 31st of August, Independence Day. So I think that's really impressive. Who knows, if Grab sees this, they'll probably want to go and partner up with Funko, since they're such like $1 billion company, right? That would be cool. So that is the first one coming up from Manda Jalil. Now, the next one is, of course, I'm going to share the submission from Instagram at Funkophips. So she actually did a really cool pop, and I'll show you. This is the first pop she got, which was a pop coming from Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's a sequel and to Wreck-It Ralph, and she actually painted with really thin brush lines the Sarawak batik pattern called the Orang Ulu, Tree of Life motif of design. And for your information, Orang Ulu is a minor ethnic group living in East Malaysia in Sarawak. So I'll also be showcasing another Funko Pop that was customized by someone in Sabah. So that's fantastic that we've got collectors all around the country. And this is basically her submission showing the beauty of Borneo. Very cool. Look at that. This is basically an LE1 Funko Pop, one of a kind in the world. Very cool. Submission coming from Funkophips. You can check out her Instagram. She's got great Funko content as well, so be sure to check her out there as well. The next submission comes from this guy named Awal, and he's got a Instagram page, Star Wars, I think Star Wars Pop Malaysia. You can go and check it out. But basically, the really cool thing is what he's done is he's taken this Funko Pop which Sheldonet sent him, which is the Marionette, also from the similar line which I got, which is the Freddy's Five Nights. Actually, if you look at the PPG value here, looking at the PPG value here, this pop is actually pretty expensive. So to get this one is pretty cool. And look what he's done actually. This is the before picture, right? So this is what the pop looks like. And what he's done is actually he's taken a sculpture of it. He's even given it an extra hand. And it's very cool. He's come up with a mold and everything. And that's the painting that he's done. And look at the ending. It's basically what is this pop. What he did was he said this is a makeover, and this is for the contingent, the Malaysian Olympic contingent, during the opening ceremony in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics held just a couple of months ago. So this was his submission for the Paint It with Malaysia Pride Funko Pop event. So I thought this one was really cool because I remember watching the opening ceremony and going, that's pretty unique. And lo and behold, someone actually used that and was inspired to make a Funko Pop based on that. So that is really, really cool. And now the next submission comes from Sabah. Mr. Dalbertlee actually came up with a Funko Pop showcasing the Kadazan culture. And this was really interesting because I think what this did was, really showcase the beauty of the cultures, the different ethnicities and cultures that we have here in this cultural melting pot of a country. And so what he's done is he's just taken a very basic Funko Pop, which is very interesting. Looking at this, right, can you actually guess? Have a second, I want you to guess, what Funko Pop do you think was the original Funko Pop of this? Pause the video, think about it, and then resume. So the original Funko Pop that he actually got was this. That's right, it was the Professor Shelley Oberon, which is the character that Jack Black played in the recent adaptation of Jumanji, the live adaptation. Very interesting that from that you could come to this, and he also details the process, and I'm going to showcase that a bit here, where he takes the head, the sculpture, he adds a little frame to hold the body, and then he puts some plasticine to add and create the mold that you see here at the end, he also uses some modeling clay to come up with this. So just, you know, really impressed by the amount of effort that people put in to these pops to come up with their little creative ideas. And looking at the final product, and I will also share his Instagram page, Far Far Away Pops, where he takes pictures of Funko Pops and shares it across on his social media platform. I will also be sharing a link to a blog to really, if you want, especially for my international viewers who want to understand more about the costume and traditions used here. This Kadazan costume is actually used in the Sumazau dance. Although I'm not very well versed with it, but you can check out the link below to understand more about it. So have a look at that, and I think it will be worth your time to go and check that out. Now, the next submission that I wanted to highlight comes from a fellow Funko YouTuber in Malaysia as well, and that's Karthi Collects, where he's created this amazing Funko Pop titled, basically it's like a Malaysian superhero called Kapten Malaysia, and it dons the colors of the Jalil Gemilang as well. He was given, I think, the Atom Funko Pop from Legends of Tomorrow, and this is how the pop looks like, okay? And this is the end product. So again, if you join the Funko Collectors Malaysia group, and if you haven't joined, you know, dipersilakan, please go ahead and join this fantastic community that we have here. It's small, but I think it's I think it's potential to grow even bigger. And basically, he's shared a nice little photo shoot, but the details on this pop and coloring is so amazing. It looks like something that would go in the San Diego Comic Con. And again, this is an LE1, so there is only one in the world, and that's why I think that the price of all these pops that people have submitted is priceless, except mine. If you want to buy it, go ahead and bid. I'll start the bid at RM1. So that is the submission from Karthi Collects. Karthi Collects, you can actually, I will also link it in this video as well. Okay, one of the posts that I actually wanted to share, and it's actually the reason I'm doing this video, is because I think that I think it needs more exposure just of how much effort this guy has put in. Comes from Mr. Nafiz Fariz, and I have reached out to him to ask if I could share it, and he gave me his permission. So he's actually received the Buddy Elf Funko Pop, okay, and that's from a movie and starring Will Ferrell, and this is actually fantastic. So what he's actually done is he has merged, you know what, I'll just go ahead and show you. This is the before. Now he's also decided to himself go and purchase an out-of-the-box Simba from the Lion King, and he's combined that together with this guy's Funko Pop, and he's given it a very nice costume, and this is the end process. So what he's actually come up with, he's come up with a common, and he's also come up with a chase. And even more amazing is he's even come up with a poster for this Funko Pop called Hikayat Putera Rimau, which is basically like called the story of the tiger prince. I will straight away just read out his description of this so I don't mess it up, but basically there are two versions, and one of it is where he's half human, half tiger, and the second version where he has become Harimau Jadian, or the Tiger Man. He's actually also linked his Behance link, which is basically a page where he basically showcases the mood board, how he came up with the solution, or how he came up with the idea. And I tell you, it's out of this world. To think that, you know, someone's done this out of his own time and effort, and I think that that's something that needs to be showcased. He even goes out and talks about preservation of the tigers, as well as deforestation, and so it's really cool to see the human form, the half human form, and the Harimau Jadian. I will be showing this page on this video, just scrolling down, but I will also leave a link to that Behance page so you can see his other fantastic, beautiful work. As well as that, he's got an Instagram page which I will share as well. So you can look at that mood board. He's got a mood board of what kind of style he wants, and finally how he came up with the ideation, where he even explains the process, the body painting, the human head, how he came up with the sword, or known as keris, and then the tanja and the cape, which he uses a Malaysian coin, and finally the tiger head. And then he goes and shows the final poster board. So this is all on his Behance, and I will be sharing that as well. So that is the submission of the Hikayat Putera Harimau. And so these are some that I really wanted to highlight and just show the process. There were even more submissions. I think there were almost up to like 100 submissions for this event. absolutely beautiful. I will showcase them here, but you can also go to the Sheldonet page to see what else. So what is the conclusion of all this? Well, we've got a great community here, and I'd love to see it grow even more. In my channel, I've also shared some links to other Funko YouTubers here in Malaysia, and at the same time for my international viewers, maybe show you a bit of our Southeast Asian culture. And hopefully if Funko notices this, then maybe they'll give us a Funko Pop Malaysia ad icons like a Malaysian airline stewardess, because I know the Singapore already has. So come on guys, come on. Anyway, that's it from Barry today. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe for more videos coming up, and make sure you leave a like, comment, or let me know if you had also made one and want to share that process with me. Go ahead and share. I'm very happy. Join me and Uncle Zwan from Hey Korang YouTube Channel to go and understand about stickers, and we'll even talk a bit about this Malaysia Day event, which was really beautiful. So be sure to join, because you know what, if you join for this Saturday's thing, we might be giving away a very cool Funko Pop to a lucky winner. So be sure to join that Instagram live. You can check it out at @BarryGoodGaming on Instagram, as well as Uncle Zwan11. Be sure to follow us to find out about that live session coming up very soon. Until then guys, take care, stay safe, and have a fantastic Malaysia Day. Bye!